Yo, what's going on, guys? Manny here, and welcome back to another episode of MMT, aka Manny's Money Team. Today we're going to be looking at some of the future stars from the second week release of these cards. Got Hudson-Odoi in the team currently, Mason Mount, and we've also done the Kieran Tierney SBC, which I believe there's only 5 or 4 days left on the card. So if you want to do it, best do it before it goes, because last year there was, I think, an 84 rated league SBC Kieran Tierney, and he was the best left back in the game last year. So I'm not sure how good this one is just yet. He is good, but I'm not sure if he's the level of the one last year. But I would say before he runs out, go and do it. It doesn't cost too much to do. But yeah, we were ready to try out some new cards. Like I said to you before, we just want to use different players, try out different teams, maybe even sometimes different formations as well, and see how well we can do. And obviously, I'm not really playing too much of Rivals right now, because as sweaty as the game is, that's the place that you don't want to really be. So yeah, I'm staying away from Rivals, mostly doing champs, and even champs at this stage I'm not really finishing, because as I've said before, everyone seems to be playing the same way, same style, and it does get boring. So I'm not even finishing all 30 games at times. But yeah, Mo Salah, we had him in MMT a few weeks ago. I tried him, I said he was okay. This time I saw he'd been upgraded and I saw the stats, I couldn't resist, so I got him back into the side. Also, a guy that you've been waiting for me to try properly is Kenny Dalglish, and literally he is one of the most requested cards in MMT ever, especially a lot of Liverpool fans saying, oh, get Dalglish, get Dalglish. So we've finally done that. He's cost me 2.4 million coins, but he's made it to be our striker for this weekend. In game, we were going to run a 4-4-2 because it's the formation that I'm most comfortable with at the moment. Mason Mount was a big issue in my head initially. He almost made me go to 4-1-2-1-2 because I was going to play him at cam, but you know, as a centre mid, I was going to try him out in the flat 4-4-2, and with the support of Hullet as well, just to make sure he doesn't get overrun on the physical side of the game. But yeah, overall I've been happy with the team that's been built. We got the 87 rated Tomori as well, costing around 700k. I know that is absolutely ridiculous, but at the same time, it is very difficult to overlook a card with 88 pace, especially a centre-back card with 88 pace. The one problem with that at times is, sometimes in FIFA, they have amazing stats, but they don't play like it because the stats are too good for them, or like he's too fast for his own good, so defensively he's sliding past the opponent rather than being able to engage and tackle properly, and sometimes that does cause a few issues. But overall, if we're looking at this team, we'll start at the right back. Ignore the goalkeeper because there's nothing new there. But at the right back, Aaron's, he's decent. He's decent. Compared to Emerson, Emerson feels a little bit more blocky. Aaron's feels more agile, which I was expecting would be normal. Cannavaro, obviously you guys know about Cannavaro. Let's ignore him. Tomori, I was half and half on. If you guys have used the 85 rated Road to Final Gomez, he seems a little bit swifter than that, but they both have the same issue in terms of when they tackle someone, they don't quite like solidly get the ball like an icon centre-back would. When an icon centre-back tackles someone, you feel it properly. When it's Tomori, it feels like it'll rebound off his shins and they might get past you. There's always that little 50-50 chance, just like it happened to that guy's Ramos, I believe, just then. But yeah, Tomori, half and half for the price, no way. If he was about 300k, I'd say yes, something like the Road to Final Militao. If he was like 300, 400, 500k, something like that, I'd say maybe. But for 700k, which he was going for, no way near that price. If we move over to the left back side, Kieran Tierney, as I thought, very, very effective, very, very good defensively, got more than enough pace as well, and he does seem like the guy to be used at left back now. So Prem left backs, we now have a go-to. If we move on to the midfield, we had Mason Mount, we had Hudson-Odoi, we had Mason Greenwood as well, and obviously Ruud Hullet playing in midfield together. In the flat 4-4-2, it was working, and my wingers, I think they were superb, I have to say. Mason Greenwood, yes, he does have the downside of 3-star skills. When you compare it with Hudson-Odoi, you can see what Hudson-Odoi can do just here. Look at this, the dribbling, so swift, so fast as well, and he's also able to finish it just there. So in comparison to Greenwood, I would say Hudson-Odoi is better. Greenwood does go for more, but obviously he's supposed to be a striker, and I was using him as a winger. But Hudson-Odoi, that's what he's able to do, and it is a very, very nice thing when you can actually dribble with your players and actually beat people. It's really, really good, and it's something that right now it's pretty hard to do with the way everyone sits back and defends. You don't really beat your man straight on many times because there's usually 7 other players behind him ready to stop you. When we go to the strikers, Salah, Kenny Kenny, compared to the 91, I can't tell a difference. So if the 91's 400, 500k less and you're trying to debate whether to upgrade or maybe downgrade, I would say literally stick to the 90 because there isn't much of a difference between them, and I do feel that they both have 5-star weak foot, so there's not much that you're missing out on. There's not much of an upgrade to be paying an extra 300, 400k or whatever it is to get this card. It might even be 800k because I think the 91 might be going for around 1.5. If we're looking at Salah, literally this guy, look at the way he twists and turns. He's so swift, so fast, and it just makes it a nightmare for people to try and defend against. It's so fun to use, and the combination of himself and Dalglish was working so well for me. Salah almost involved in pretty much any goal that we were scoring. Very, very good to use them. It's just even better for me as a Liverpool fan to be able to use both of these cards and see them do so well. But like I said, Kenny, not worth 2.4, maybe around 2 million, 1.9 million at most, especially as there is not much of a difference between the cards. There you can see some nice skill from Greenwood onto Salah, and there's that clinical ability in and around the area. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think the team could have been much better than this? I haven't tried Haaland yet, and it is a card that I do want to try because there's so much hype around him right now. He's one of the best young talents in world football at the moment. And I hope that he will get maybe a skill upgrade or at least a weak foot upgrade in the coming weeks. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be preparing for those things. There's going to be plenty of upgrades happening over the next few weeks. I don't think cards like Future Stars will get upgrades. I doubt that, but Informs definitely, and they will improve weak foot and skill moves hopefully over the next few weeks. So there should be more to try. There should be more players to use. The only thing right now that I'm enjoying about the game is the fact that there's new players and new content to try out. In terms of the actual gameplay, nah. We're looking at something totally different. Right now the gameplay is in the worst state that it's been in. I don't know if you guys are having the same issue that I keep having, but a lot of the time my passes keep going behind my players. Just like there, I passed it to Kenny and it didn't lock onto him, didn't go to him, and we had to recycle, and actually in the end scored a very, very good goal. But I don't know, gameplay wise, I have to say I'm not trying to be that guy that's just complaining. I have to say I am not satisfied. But yeah, the thing keeping it alive for me is being able to use new cards, try them out, and have a bit of fun with them, because realistically we're creating our own fun right now. That's what we have to do. That's the stage it's gotten to, because even here I'm trying to head the ball with Greenwood, or trying to nod it onto Hullet with Greenwood. Hullet gets on the end of it, and let me tell you guys, honestly, I pressed A to score that goal. I pressed the A button and Hullet scored a header. So that just, I don't even know what's going to happen in the game, so how can my opponent even know what's going to happen? The gameplay is so random right now. It is in a bad state, and I don't see anything changing over the next few weeks. They could patch it 1,000 times and I just don't see it changing. There, I didn't even mean to shoot like that. It's gone in. I don't even know how I'm scoring my goals anymore, but they are ending up in the back of the net. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to trying prime moments in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to trying the upgrades. I'm pretty sure quite a few Premier League players will be very tasty to use, especially once they got their upgrades. I'm hoping the likes of Greenwood and stuff get skill upgrades. That would be pretty cool to see, and hopefully they turn into more usable cards. I even forgot to mention, I missed out Mason Mount. He is actually one of the cards that surprised me the most. Mason Mount was really good. He gets into nice areas and he scores goals. He's got nice dribbling. He's okay defensively. It's not his strongest part, but when it comes into the final third and just putting that final pass, or maybe moving the ball onto someone, or scoring or finishing himself, Mason Mount is actually a pretty decent card. So around 300k, I would say pick him up, try him out. He's a bargain. I would say why not? Honestly, Mason Mount is decent. By this point, I was done with the team for this weekend. Kenny was going on the list. We were trying to sell him as soon as possible. As I said, not to say he's a bad card. He's still a good card. Not for the price that he's going for. I feel like these patches that have happened since the start of the game don't suit him. He was one of the most overpowered players at the start of the game, especially the 87 one, who I'm seeing less and less of. So I'm guessing the patches have changed how he plays and how he feels in game, and he doesn't feel as overpowered as he initially felt, because when I was using him in the early stages, he was one of the cards that I thought, if I get my hand on his prime, it's crazy. Like, people will be fearing me for real. But you can see right now we've made some sells. 99 Ronaldo, I'm sorry guys, because of his balance and his agility is not the highest, and he's so tall as well, he doesn't really suit the gameplay. Like, for me right now, the way I play, the quick turns, the quick passing, quick movement, Ronaldo slows that stuff down. So I sold Ronaldo, sold Tonali that I had a few weeks ago as well, and I'm starting to get my coins in to get ready for newer cards coming out, or trying more different cards. He's just not the guy that I need anymore. Greenwood's also going to go out for sale as well. We're going to make a few sales that you'll be seeing, and I'll update you on the next episode of MMT One of the guys that I'm ready to chase as well is this headliner Neymar. I do want him back because I do believe he is about to get his upgrade, and a 95 Neymar could be something very, very special. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below more players that you want me to try out. There's more players that are going to be going out of the team, so we will have plenty of coins. I'm not going to lie, my friends have said to me as well, maybe I should get rid of the 96 Zidane. Do you think it's time for Zidane to go? Do you think it's time for 98 Mbappe to go as well? Mbappe felt really, really overpowered when he was first released, but it feels like EA have done that thing where it seems like they nerf players a little bit and they don't feel as overpowered, because even when I'm playing against Mbappe, he doesn't feel that great to play against. He doesn't feel scary as he did when he first came out. But yeah, keep letting me know players that you want me to try down in the comment section below. We'll be ready for new cards to come out as well. Build me some teams as well, because I'm having fun building these new teams and I do want your suggestions. No one's really built me anything special that I've wanted to use, so if you want to do that, make sure to tweet me and show me. But yeah, other than that, if you're not already following me on Twitch, make sure to check that out as well. The link is down in the description below. Sometimes you might catch us playing or streaming some FIFA live, so drop a follow. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in a bit. Peace.
But it's not by chance, ain't talking lucky dips. Just kinda funny how it started from FIFA clips. Used to pay for the games, now the games pay me. Or your girl got you FIFA, I got mine for free. At the same time providing for my family. We're controlling the game like Nintendo Wii.
Controlling the game, it's just what we do.